Peace and blessings to y'all family. Peace and blessings to you. This is John L. Back at you, live and direct, once again with another episode of We Got to Do Better. Okay, so in this episode, y'all, we're gonna be talking about basically old sayings that got to change. Getting rid of old sayings. Those old sayings that we used to live by, that we still live by, got to change because they're wearing out. Simply put, they're wearing out. First and foremost, I'm gonna start off with the example or with an example. So I was shopping at the Goodwill, and I forget the exact situation in which it was, but as I was leaving out after I was making my purchase, oh, that's what it was. I was making my purchase and stuff like that, and um it was several items that I had got priced up and stuff like that. And I ended up buying one item and then the other item I didn't buy. And I was explaining to the employee or the person at the register at the time, I was explaining to her that, budgeting is smart. I was talking about budgeting and stuff like that with her. And I said, yeah, man, I'm budgeting, so I can't just be buying stuff that's out of my budget or that's not really needed. So her boss or her employer more so was standing right next to her, and he rebutted and says, well, life is short. You gotta live life to the fullest. Hey, you get that money, you gotta blow it. You get it, you gotta blow it. Life is short. Okay. So first and foremost, that's one of the sayings right there, in which I told him. You know, I responded and said to him, I don't want my daughter to be working, doing the things that I'm doing right now. And I'm sure you don't want your daughter to be working in this Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you don't want your daughter to be working in this Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? When she get older. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you gotta stop thinking about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And start thinking about the next generation. Because saying that, life is short and I gotta spend this money, um, that's basically indicating that, what I'm saying, you gotta get rid of this stuff now. If you don't get rid of this money, like it don't make sense to me. You know, at the end of the day, we should be doing this stuff for something greater than ourselves or somebody greater than ourselves. So um, every time we get money in our hand, we just blow it because these are the mentalities that we have. So that's that mentality right there that needs to be executed. And he didn't even say nothing after I responded. He just was silent as if he felt what I was saying, you know, because that's a mentality right there that keeps us what? Broken. Keeps us broke. Um, okay. Second, another saying that got to go. Another saying that got to change. Um, when it comes to the snitching policy that we grew up on, the snitching policy that we grew up on, and hear me out real specifically and real carefully. When it comes to kids and stuff like that getting killed, and kids and stuff losing their lives and stuff like that, over ignorance and over gun violence and violence that men and whoever ain't men enough to come forward and deal with men to men, and they gotta allow stray bullets and stray shots to hit innocent kids. We ain't going for none of that. We don't condone none of that. Straight up, we don't condone none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we gotta change that. We gotta learn how to draw a line in the sand. No, I'm not saying be a snitch. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if you're not gonna tell on a situation like that or tell in a situation like that, you know what I'm saying? Then at least um, organize your community and your environment and your hub up so well that if a situation like that was to ever occur, break out, all the OGs in the hood is like, yo, man, whoever shot this kid or whoever hit this innocent baby or whatever the case, yo, send them forward, send them forward. They got an answer for that. Send them forward, and the hood deal with them accordingly and as such. We need to get on terms and times like that. So that no snitching thing when it comes to the kids and stuff like that, I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. You know what I'm saying? And we need to organize our communities and our hoods a lot better to where we can get off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way these little kids, that's our future and stuff like that, should be getting killed due to violence that they wasn't even born. They wasn't even born when this violence outdates their living, their existence. You know, so yeah, that's another saying that needs to change. Um, and last but not least, just to like put the icing on the cake and put it all together of why I'm saying what I'm saying about these sayings that got to change. Um, my best friend, I got a female best friend. Um, every time she working, she usually call me on the job and stuff like that. And every time that she's working, I always hear her saying to the customers and things like that when they ask her how she doing, she always be like, good. And she's so used to saying I'm doing good that it just come like quick, like that, like I'm doing good, you know. And I was saying to myself one day, I was like, damn, what if she really don't mean that, but she just so used to saying it that she psych herself up to believe in it, and on top of psyching herself up to believe in it, um, it's just a automatic because she's so used to saying it. Repetition reinforces information. She's used to the repeat. You know what I'm saying? So then I turned it around and I said, damn, that's actually a good thing because rather than repeating something bad, like, these bad sayings I was just talking about, they become mentalities. And these mentalities become actions. These thoughts become actions. So if her thought says, yo, I'm doing good, then she gonna want to live up to that. If she's steady saying that every day, she's manifesting good words and good sayings versus these sayings that we need to change and catch up and get off of. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to turn it around so y'all can see a different side of it, man. But I'm John L, and this is another episode of We Got to Do Better. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, that share button, and hit that notification bell. Peace and blessings to y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all New Year's. Peace.